And we're back. You are listening to the number one talk business show in all of North Carolina. This is News Talk WSIC, 105.9 FM, 100.7 FM, 1400 AM. I am Joe Vagnone, and this is Local Biz Now, where your business matters. And I'm talking with my co-host for the entire month, Danny Decker. Danny, you are the man. You are the marketing man. Thank you so much, my friend. I really do appreciate you doing this for us. Before we go on with the show, let me ask you a question here. This is This is a YouTube question, okay? Let me pick one of these and see what you think about this. What is one thing you wish somebody would have told you before you started your business? Is there something you wish you would have known in advance?
Yeah, focus in on one specific client avatar. Don't try to be everything for everybody. Focus in on one person and one problem that you're going to solve for them.
And that is so hard to do because when you're starting out, anybody that wants to give you $2, you want to take it.
Exactly.
And then they send you in the wrong direction from where the core of your business could be.
Yep.
Okay. Good advice. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Rule number 1 for automatic marketing machine. You ready?
Let's go.
We got to do these fast now. We got to get up on it.
Let's see.
You can't be telling a story about each one of these,
All right? Fair enough.
You can't go back to 1962 for one of these. Okay. Number 1 rule. Every advertisement will include a call to action. We kind of hear that a lot. There's nothing new with that. Is there a new modern way to call to action?
Yeah, a lot of people focus on brand identity, right? So they put out videos that just look pretty or logos that look pretty. But as a small business owner, you can't afford to waste marketing dollars just looking pretty, right? You need to, whether it's come to my website and download my free report or call my phone number, you need to have a call to action so that when you spend money on marketing, you're able to measure whether or not people are taking that action.
And I'll tell you something, there's some people that do a great job on this that really compel me to want to get the information they're giving me. And it's worth me giving them my name and number and email and that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Okay. Exactly. Number 2, you will create urgency. Now, this is different than action, correct?
Yeah. Here's the thing. People are busy, distracted, right? Like, there's a million distractions all the time. So when you get your advertising message in front of somebody...
Because Isaiah is always in my head.
Exactly. So bottom line, you got to give people a reason to take action right now. They're not going to remember your ad 30 minutes later. Nobody's going to remember you 30 minutes later. You got to make them act now.
And I won't even remember how to get back to the darn thing if I don't click on it right away.
Right.
Okay. Number 3. You will make it easy to respond. This one is important because so many people want me to jump through 17 hoops. By about the third one, I'm like, I'm done with this. I'm not doing it.
That's it. You gotta make it no more difficult than possible. Like, if you need to capture their email address and their phone number, ask for their email address and their phone number. Don't ask for their middle name. Don't tell them they have to jump through 17 hoops. Just give them a link. Click on the link. Fill out the form. That's it.
Okay, so I'm going to challenge you on this. The QR code. You know, I had my 10-year anniversary. I had two special videos made where all they had to do was click on that QR code and they get a special video, right? You know, telling them how to get there, all the fun they were going to have, or how to RSVP. Out of 115 people, only about 20 actually clicked onto that code.
So
why is that? It's like they're afraid of them.
So was it a physical mailer? Was it like printed out, or was it in an email?
We sent one in an email, and the other one I literally made a sticker and put on the outside of the envelope.
Well, so first off, if you had 20 people out of 100 or so go through it, that's a 20% response rate, which is actually pretty good. So
I'm used to 100%. You understand?
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you are Joe Vagnone, so that's fair. But no, QR codes are really great anytime you use something printed. It just does make life easy. The pandemic taught everybody how to use QR codes on restaurants.
Right.
So QR codes are great. Makes it easier than having to go to YouTube and typing, www. dot blah 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 blah.
Right. Okay. So anything printed, QR code's good. But what about emailing?
No, when you're emailing, just use a link because it's easier for somebody to just click on the link.
Okay. Got it. Rule number 4, you will use strong copy. What is copy?
Yeah, so just the written language, right? So instead of just, you just can't be boring. You got to give people a compelling reason to take action, and that includes written language. So what's in it for me? If I'm reading your email, why should I click on that QR code? How are you going to make it so appealing, so attractive that I'm going to click on it? And so you got to tell me what's in it for me. How's my life going to get better? Listen, even if you're only
and you
got
to do it pretty fast,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, you may only be asking for me to click a link and watch a video, but I got a million other things I could do instead. So you got to sell me on why the next thing I should do in my life is click on your link and watch your video.
Okay. Number 5, you will create automated, organized follow-up systems.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of complicated, man.
Joe, how many people do you have in your database?
Ooh, we got about 16,000 people in our database. We probably mail out about 8,000 newsletters a month.
So there's no possible way in the world, no matter how much of a Superman you are, that you could call 8,000 people in a month and take them all to coffee. So you got to automate it. And so you use a newsletter, and the bottom line is you just have to have ways of automating this stuff, because as your business grows, you get busy and you have a big database and you have a lot of customers, and there's no way you can rely on calling people on the phone and having a conversation with them.
Got it. And nowadays there's a lot of easy ways to. I mean, there are a lot of companies that have things to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That was number 5. Let me. Okay. Here we go. Number 6. There will be a measurable objective behind every campaign. Is that like a goal? My goal is X. I want to pick up a YouTube subscriber to my sexy thing today.
Yep, that's right. And it means you have to have a goal, because otherwise you're just throwing money out into the ether, right?
I have no way to measure if I don't have a measuring point.
And so if you're investing effort into building a YouTube campaign, you're tracking how many subscribers you got, and you have 35, and then you have 37, and then you have 38, and so you know you're making progress. You just got to choose an objective, and sometimes that's traffic to your website, sometimes that's people calling your phone, sometimes that's new customers. You have to choose an objective behind every campaign. Otherwise, you're just kind of just meandering around out there for no real reason.
Okay, got it. Number 7, there will be split testing. Oh, that sounds kind of tricky. What's that about?
Yeah, so that's when you get into the realm of paid advertising, and what it means is you don't know what's going to work.
Amen.
And so when I do a campaign for a client, for example, if we got a landing page and we're trying to get new leads, we'll test different headlines. You don't just have one landing page, you got to have different versions, because one headline might work better than another one. The blue page might convert better than the yellow page. All these little things that don't seem like they should matter, like who really cares what color the button is, it matters. And so a smart digital marketing campaign tests every single detail to figure out what's going to work the best.
And so isn't that the advertiser's job to know that? And you're saying there's no way they can know unless they do the test.
There's no way they can know unless they do the test. I'm telling you, Joe, back when I was running my agency, we had this one landing page that was super ugly, but it converted pretty well. And but we hated how ugly it was. We're like, we got to get something that looks better. And so we created all these pages that look better. But we were measuring the results, and the ugly one always converted better. And so for years we tried to make something that converted, that looked better, but we couldn't make it convert better than the ugly one. And who would have thought the ugly one would work better? But it did.
Interesting.
It's just, you never know. You never know until you test it.
Okay, test. Okay, and just so you guys know, this is straight from Danny's book, Automated Marketing Machine. It is a great book. We are skipping through this. The book has got a lot of detail on all these topics. We got 2 more to go.
Let's do it.
Number 9, you will not be swayed by opinion, only facts.
Yeah, and that honestly, that piggybacks on the one we just talked about, which is your opinion doesn't matter. You might think that this logo is prettier than that logo, or this button looks better than that one, but your opinion doesn't matter. Impressing your mother and your sister and your brother doesn't matter. What really matters is, are people taking the action you want them to take? Are they calling you? Are they signing up to become a customer? That's what matters. It doesn't matter how pretty you think something looks.
Interesting. Number 10. Results matter. Everything else is window dressing. Sounds kind of like the same thing as number 9.
Yeah, it's and the reason we harp on that point is because for so many small business owners, they allow themselves to get distracted from the results, and they think, well, listen, I need to be on TikTok, or I need to be on YouTube, or I need all these things which might be good, might not be good, but really what matters is results. And so what I'm always preaching to business owners is, listen, if you're spending money on marketing, you need to be getting results out of it. And when you talk to your marketing person and they say, well, we got you this, we got you that, we got you this, if that's not the results that you really need for your business, then why do you care how many people like your Facebook page if they're not going to become, like, good luck paying at Publix your grocery bill with Facebook likes? You know what I mean?
Right.
So at the end of the day, you need results. That's why you're spending money on marketing.
So Isaiah, I really don't care that your brother went ahead and hooked on my.
Yeah, but here's the thing. But here's the thing, Joe. It's like it can be incremental, right? So growing your YouTube subscribers, that's not the goal in and of itself. But that's a good first step, because you grow your YouTube subscribers. Now you got a bigger audience, and now you get results out of that.
That's right.
It's okay. You just got to be strategic about that. You're not growing your YouTube subscribers just for the hell of it. You're doing it because you have a purpose behind it.
That's right. Is he allowed to say hell?
He said it.